Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Washington Nationals. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Steven Strasburg gets the ball for Washington in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, this year, his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding. So look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Jorge Polanco heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, shortstop, number 11.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And this will be their last home game for quite a while. They're about to head out on a long road trip, so they'll be wanting to get out of here with at least another victory under their belts.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Well, this is a team that just knocks the walls down. They lead the league in doubles already, and you keep producing those extra base hits, you're going to produce a lot of wins.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out.
Oh, love it. Boy, it's so nice to have a second baseman that can cover some ground. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle. But look at him make the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position. And he's able to get enough on that throw to get the out at first.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Simmons is one of those umpires that can be a little inconsistent, but I think his strike zone is one that can benefit both pitchers and hitters. Just depends on what part of the zone the pitch is located.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. Home run number 9 on the year as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Well, this guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Here's Mark Trumbo now.
Left fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Zimmerman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. One for the Twins on this swing by Brian Dozier. Home half of the Taylor Rogers is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Brian Goodwin comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Goodwin.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a foul pop behind the plate, and a rather easy first out. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Well, hopefully with the wind blowing out, you're not going to see too many guys in that lineup with their eyes too big thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to hit it out there into that wind. Stay focused, but if you get something up in the zone, drill it.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty, one man out. Took something off the curveball there. 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2. Eric, these Twins, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still try. Park will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, yesterday he just didn't look like himself, but he's been good lately. He's had 7 RBIs over his last 10 games.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit here to open up the second.
Batting sixth,
Trevor Plouffe will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Lifted in the air out to center field. Goodwin over to his left. 1 away. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
And against a guy like this, wow, you'll take any run you can get. So that was a good job of manufacturing the run here.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A man at third with 1 away. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run right there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. Twins lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Danny Espinosa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Danny Espinosa.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Jason Worth will stand in now, and this matchup would appear to be in his favor. As you can see, he's torched left-handed pitching so far this year. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Standing in now, Matt Dendecker. As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. He's got that average up over 340 now. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. A look there at the Washington Monument, not far from Nationals Park, on a great day for baseball in D.C. Jorge Polanco is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Swing and a liner. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Digging in to try it again, Robbie Grossman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Strasburg comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball one.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Worth has it in his sights, and that's the first out of the inning. Brian Dozier stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. But fortunately here, no advance. He's running towards second. A pitch out. The throw on a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is various moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide step right there. The chances are you're going to be out, and they nabbed him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Mark Trumbo stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Runner goes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Worth is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Jose Lobaton will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Into the seats, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On the ground to the left side. There's Plouffe. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Yeah, a real good effort there at first that doesn't quite save the error. You see how he's set up? He tries to pull this one into his midsection, but that ball had a little too much English on it, and he can't make the play.
Stepping in, Wilmer Defoe, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Grossman is in pursuit. He's got it 1 away. The pitcher, Steven Strasburg, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is bunted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Stepping in now, Brian Goodwin. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. That's inside. 2-0.
If they can lay off that curveball, get into better hitters counts, they're going to see more fastballs, and that plays to your advantage as a hitter. You want fastballs and fastball counts.
Liner toward right center, and the Nationals have their first base hit of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Brian Goodwin has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Nope. And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Here it comes on 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
All even now, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Slow grounder to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More coming up from Nationals Park in just... Park is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Strasburg gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to third. Rendon is there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Third baseman number 24, Trevor.
In now, Trevor Plouffe. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Eddie Rosario.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent out to straightaway center field. Goodwin has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ryan Zimmerman is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Trevor Plouffe is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Robbie Grossman ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this will get by him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. And it's a 4-1 game.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. This is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Shot back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Sean Kelly will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases loaded jam with 2 men out. Joe Mauer called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Taken high and deep to right. Den Decker ranging back to the track. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Twins forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Twins are out in front. Joe Mauer is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base.
Leading off the inning, Jose Lobaton. And they'll need him to get something going here. Eduardo Escobar has come into the ball game now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Eduardo Escobar.
Casey Fiend is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Casey Fiend.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Wilmer Defoe.
Wilmer Defoe will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Right side. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
The hits have certainly been few and far between so far. Just their third hit of the ball game, and we're in inning number 8. From an offensive standpoint, that's just not going to get it done.
Daniel Murphy will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Lifted the other way to left center. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now. Brian Goodwin will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And Trumbo will put this one away to retire the side. 1 left for Washington. They trail it 4-1. Mark Melanson come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Eddie Rosario, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Big swing at the knuckle curve gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Goodwin moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting,
John Ryan Murphy ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Melanson looks in. Here's the 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Number 50, Casey Fiend.
Max Kepler will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 67, Max Kepler.
started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they... Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
Anthony Rendon will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Push softly over toward the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
The 0-1. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Yeah, 2 ground ball outs right here to start the ninth. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up the save.
Danny Espinoza makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
Tap fouled at home plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Good job there to shut the door as they wind up ending the month on a winning note.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the Show Nation.